60 shotguns, assault weapons, and handguns, hair dye, thousands in cash, police scanners, two-way radios, and cell phones. The Texas 7 were prepared for a big Texas-style shootout.
They were an army. They were a small army. We were of the opinion that these guys would probably be able to, as a group, shoot their way out of at least a couple of situations. When we spoke to Rivas after the arrest, he told us that they had watched the news every night to see how close we were getting.
I issued the order, take them down now.
And then there were two.
As honorable men, you must go outside immediately.
No problem.
To resolve the situation peacefully, and at this point, without weapons, go ahead and just honor your agreement so that way we can all end the situation peacefully. Your message and Patrick's message have gotten across.
So I turned around and they was turning back, like it was going back to south or something.
You know, the motors were revving up and down, and then I seen a burst of flames when it hit the ground.
And all of a sudden it came right straight down and it crashed in the field.
The debris spreads over about a quarter-mile area.
So I started, running down there, and I wouldn't check if somebody was alive or something.
Left Los Angeles at 4:17, and until it got to Aspen, it was an uneventful flight.
The plane come down, it was kind of wavering.
It looked pretty messy, and the plane was just folded over in half.
And we saw flames and fire all along the side of the hill.
We could see some people, some victims strewn about the road on the side of the highway.
And the right side of our field of vision, we just saw the sky light up. We kind of looked at each other and went, no way.
55 seconds after the hour, the pilot said, yes, I have the runway in sight, and that was the last transmission from the pilot.
But I think that the kids, say 12 to 18, are kind of falling through the crack. They're almost becoming the forgotten generation.
I know y'all know what we're gonna do now.
We know that if these kids had any idea, or if Brittany had any idea of the possible ramifications of taking this drug, it never would have happened.
It happened so fast.
And tornado touchdown right behind our house.
And I saw blue metal flying around. I thought, oh my goodness, this is a tornado.
I was looking out the window and watching the houses explode.
We flew everywhere.
Hey, Ray Bork and the Avalanche, how great does it feel? The Avalanche are the 2001 Stanley Cup champions.
If you put some alcohol in a large amount of people and their team happens to win their Stanley Cup, it's bound to happen.
Get out of here! After nearly 5 hours of closed-door deliberations, the jury agreed.
We, the jury, find the defendant William Romanowski not guilty of conspiracy.
Romanowski burst into tears.
We've had reports from residents in the area that in the surrounding areas of Genesee Park, there have been at least 5 sightings.
The rampage started here in Penrose when officers say the twins shot Deputy Jason Schwartz.
We want to see the death penalty.
While driving them to the Fremont County Jail on a misdemeanor charge of shooting a dog.
We want justice done.
It doesn't matter what anyone says. My husband was a good officer, and he sacrificed his life for this community.
Absolutely gorgeous. It's exactly what the Broncos need. I'm kind of sorry Elway isn't here to play this.
Looking at Mile High compared to here, they definitely needed a new stadium, so definitely worth it.
It's terrible.
Agazi Bagramian is still ticked off about his and his wife's virtually inaudible experience during the Eagles concert Saturday night.
Right now, these tickets represent the reputation of Eagles and Invesco Field, and it's bad.
I used to hurry a lot. I used to worry a lot.
Word is spreading fast around Colorado and the country that the second largest ever Powerball jackpot is now available.
I was crying like heck.
62 members of the Colorado Urban Search and Rescue Team who spent the last week at Ground Zero in New York assisting firefighters there.
Just to see all the rubble and not finding anything bigger than a square by a foot.
My dad was the best doggone pilot I knew. But more than that, he was a father.
We join the nation in mourning the loss of so many heroes.
But to his family, he was everything. His son Matthew addressed the church, bringing his copy of the book that his father used to lull him to sleep with. But this time, he did the reading to his dad.
When you put out your light, the number will be 99 zillion, 9 trillion, and 3. Good night, Dad.
We come now bearing the name of our brother, our friend, our comrade, and your servant, John Joseph Edmonds.
Colorado 39, Texas 37. Colorado from a 3-8 season a year ago, the Big 12 champions and headed to the Fiesta Bowl. Oh my.
Yeah!
Thank you, Boulder.
He identified the fan as Hispanic.
I'm sorry for the embarrassment
Said go ahead and buy another beer, creating the stereotype
that it's caused.
that the Hispanic community are nothing more than drunks.
The team,
We demand that the Nuggets fire him.
my family,
The Nuggets' handling of the situation is completely laughable.
and me.
I was expecting a whole bunch of noise, you know, and some big monster T-Rex, you know, rah, 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 every night, coming out about dark, but as of yet, I haven't heard it. T-Rex, huh? I say bring it on.